Welcome to Dallas, the home of the killers. Welcome to Dallas, the sharks and gorillas. The girls, they going harder than Welcome to Dallas, we lost some legends. Welcome to Dallas, what hood you reppin'?
Hola, hola, hola. Welcome back to another episode of the Poofy Man podcast. And I am your host, Poofy Man. Yes, sir, yes, sir. I decided I was going to set up a little differently today. I don't know why, I just felt a little bit... Ow, fucker! God. That's it. Candle's done. Gotta buy a new one. Anyway, so I woke up today and I saw a lot about the Yellow Beezy pre-trial going on. And, I didn't... Although it's interesting, that's not really what I want to talk about today. It's not really the right time, I don't think. But in any other case here, what it got me thinking about was sort of about the main topic of this entire pretrial, which of course was whether or not it would be admissible to submit evidence in the form of lyrics as state's evidence against Yellow Beezy in this capital murder case. And I'm not, as an artist, clearly, I don't think that that's a good idea, generally speaking. So you certainly can't build an entire case around lyrics, right? That's not how it would work. But it's not all that weird. Sorry, y'all. It's not all that weird, though, especially with the whole drill thing that it was going on a lot, with King Von and all that stuff. And everything after that, the question, of course, was well, they are talking about it. And of course their defense is, well, I'm just a character. It's just stuff I heard on the street or whatever. And hey, that's actually good enough. It's just not worth wasting an entire investigation building a case around faulty premises. So, of course, I'm going, well, maybe, there's probably something way heavier, right? Like DNA evidence, shit like that. Something more categorical and more empirical. And then it got me thinking, well, how fucking empirical is DNA evidence in the first place, right? Is it? And, of course, I'm going, well, I sure hope so, because if it isn't, that's really concerning. Because for the last 30 years, we've been putting people to death based off of it without asking any motherfucking questions. Which is very stupid. So, as most people know, 21andMe and Ancestry.com have been around for a while, but I recently saw a little mini doc that was produced by somebody, just some random person. It's only 12, 15 minutes long, but it showed this... it was basically about a TV host who, during the early days when a lot of popularity was building, a lot of people were very excited about the 21andMe and the Ancestry.com submission, kind of submitting your DNA and being able to read into it. And at its face value, those sites are actually pretty cool, I think, for people to kind of see where they come from and stuff. And for the most part, because DNA's reputation is so impeccable, we just go, oh, that's great. Yeah, these are definitely that. I'm from freaking, it says I'm from Antarctica. Oh my God, and it's okay. So anyways, this documentary let us, followed this woman around who was doing, initially just a straight news story, sort of to promote and build buzz around these two companies and how cool they were. And so to show people firsthand what they do, how the efficacy of their work and all that kind of stuff, she submitted her own DNA and to find out where she came from. So anyway, she submitted her DNA samples to both respectively at the same time, so that when they came back, she could read them both back to back on air for the finale of the series. And when that happened, she read the Ancestry one, and the Ancestry one linked her heritage, her family line, back to a small tribe, a nomadic tribe in Sudan or something, okay? And this is a long time ago. It's 800 years ago or whatever. And the second one the 21andMe one, she opened up and she was like, kind of excited to show people like, oh my God, like, look, they're the same. It's gotta be. And she opened it up and it linked her family categorically based off of the same sample to a tribe in a completely polar opposite end of the continent of Africa, which is enormous, by the way, has tons of people in it, all of which are, the whole continent, it's got 70 plus countries, some the size of the USA in it, like inside of Africa, 70 plus countries, many of which share no cultural overlap whatsoever. It's like Mexico, United States, like we don't even speak the same language, like same stuff. It's very different. Sometimes you got to remind people of that. Like there are different countries there that are totally different. Anyways, what was originally supposed to be just this fun sort of promo piece turned into like a goddamn hit piece, turned into a PR nightmare for both of these companies. And of course the PR, the response, right, on behalf of both of these companies, respectively, on their own time, essentially amounted to them defending their process, but attributing human error, corrupted samples, and like clerical errors and things like that to the discrepancy between the two. And for the most part, people said, okay, well, that's not, shit happens. And then everyone just turned their fucking brain off and walked off. It's like, all right, listen, like, I don't really know all the details to that story because I didn't need them. I got what I needed. What I needed to know was why the fuck are they different? And if they are different, is there something about their process at 21andMe and Ancestry.com that differs from the state labs that deliver results that put people to death? And of course there isn't. And so, is it possible that DNA evidence is not as like empirically sound as we thought? Is it just possible? Because that's all you really need. You just need like one person to go, I don't know about that. That looks a little flaky to me. And then that's it. Mistrial, or he's acquitted. At least in Texas, you just need one juror, to defect, essentially. And it's just pretty scary to think that a lot of these people, a lot of these defendants, these in capital murder cases have been found guilty on potentially corrupted samples and stuff. I mean, hear me out. Like the process, the biggest problem, honestly, I don't have a whole lot of time to get into, but the biggest problem really is that what we've done is we've consolidated way too much power into way too few hands. Okay? The number of smart individuals that have expertise and competence at the highest possible level, right? To be, to have the authority to even conduct, analyze, and interpret these things and then deliver results is so small. It's probably astonishing. I mean, and that's kind of goes for every scientific endeavor, right? Anything that's on the cutting edge like that, there's just not that many people that know what the fuck's going on, So when you have so few people, how much easier it is to corrupt and gain access to just these few people without having to go through a lot of other, smoke screens and stuff. You can just like approach them in the parking lot and be like, hey man, you the analyzer guy, you do DNA stuff, like get in the car, it's like, and here we go. And now, it's not so much the science that anyone's ever debating. Asking this question, I'm sure there's people that are gonna be like, follow the science, you fucking, all those nutcases, fucking idiots. It's not the scientific method I'm doubting. It's the ones conducting the method itself. It's the human factor at play that I don't trust. You know, who is collating the data and for what purpose, under what circumstances? And I just don't think we ask that question too often. So anyways, I just thought it was interesting. So let me know what you think. As always, you know, like, comment, whatever, drop a, you know, hit me with something. And, you know, subscribe if you can. It would really help our channel out. So, anyways, I'm out of here. Till next time.
Welcome to Dallas. We lost some legends. Welcome to Dallas. We're hood. You rep it. Be careful.